A proper chicken cacciatore. It's a little bit of salted pork with root vegetables, carrot, celery, and onion, and lots of earthy, delicious goodness from dried mushrooms, which we reconstitute. So we start by browning bone-in, skin-on chicken. Once you brown the chicken, pull it out of the pan. We're going to finish cooking this all the way through in the oven. So I have the oven preheating to 350 degrees. I also make a little extra sauce and I serve it with a side of rigatoni. So when we get the chicken out of the pan in the drippings, we're going to add our salted pork, in this case a nice meaty chunk of pancetta, and let that fat render out a little bit in the drippings. You're going to add carrot, celery, and onion, your usual suspects. So I've got 1 onion, a couple of ribs of celery, a large or 2 medium carrots, and I also throw in a leek, lots of crushed garlic, and I make a little herb bundle of rosemary and thyme, both fabulous with poultry, of course, a couple of bay leaves, and then it's optional, but I always throw in a few juniper berries. Of course, we're going to use a little tomato paste or sun-dried tomato paste, and then your choice, or mix up the two, some passata or tomato puree, and a can of Italian tomatoes. The two things that are a must for my family, a little bit of chili flake or chili paste for the heat, and of course, about a half a bottle of red wine. So now I can add in all my root veg, and I put the lid back on for a couple of minutes to sweat that vegetable out quickly and just kind of get it going. You want to get the juices and the sugars coming out of all of your veg before you throw this in the oven. Vegetables are sweat out. My carrot, celery, onion, leeks, juniper, herbs, garlic. I just added the reconstituted porcini mushrooms. I'm now adding in our tomato paste. Give that a stir. All of our delicious, fragrant porcini stock. And then we're gonna add in some wine. And then we're gonna stir in our tomatoes. A little puree so we have extra sauce for the pasta. And then we're gonna nest the chicken back in. Don't totally submerge it, just let it kind of sit up on top because you don't want to kill that crispy skin too much. You don't want it to be rubbery. We just want to finish cooking the chicken through. Throw it into a 350 oven for about 45 minutes to an hour. When you toss any pasta with any sauce, reserve some of your salty, starchy cooking liquid just before you drain the pasta. I used some sauce to top the chicken itself for our chicken cacciatore. I tossed the rigatoni with the remainder of the sauce, some good fruity olive oil and lots of cheese and that starchy water, which is the magic business that makes the two marry. Marrying the pasta and the sauce is really important. Then you transfer all of the rigatoni, a little bit of chopped flat leaf parsley for a nice grassy finish. My mom likes a little gremolata on hers, so we add to the parsley, we finally chop a little lemon zest and sprinkle that over. You might want to try that too. There you go.